Leap to Leaders. It's Sherah here, the Star Director from Diamonds. Apologies about the background noise. I am on a bus on the way to a camp with a whole heap of youth, and I wanted to make this video though for you all. So today we are talking about for any of you that are struggling with getting orders or getting party bookings or recruits, some different ideas. We have gone over a number of things that cover all of these topics so far, and I want to remind you that just by taking small steps every day, by being consistent, that's when you will get results in these things. And so keep working on the things that we've been doing, but I want to give you some other ideas that are helping you think outside the box and maybe modernize a couple of the things that we've been doing just a little bit, or just, you know, here and there. Okay, so firstly though, I want to just remind of a couple of little things. I want to make sure that when people think of Scentsy, they think of you, and that's up to you how you're going to create that. Are you going to, you know, wear something that says Scentsy, whether it's a t-shirt or a hat, or have something on your car, or make sure that you always smell amazing, all those things that we've talked about. Making sure that you're never Scentsy naked. We need you to be Scentsy. And some of the ways that you can do that is that you can add a signature line to your text. Did you know that? That's something I have learnt and am going to be putting into place. I normally just type it out every single time, but if you have a signature line, it will add to every single text that you send. And it doesn't even have to be to do with work. You can just have it on the bottom as your signature line, same as you do with your email. So if you haven't got a signature line set up for your emails, make sure you do. So if I respond to anybody's email, Scentsy related or not, they now know that I work Scentsy, and that's one time that they've heard of Scentsy. And if they're looking for a consultant, they now know I am. Or if they keep hearing about it, they'll be like, oh, I remember somebody did that, and they can do a search and that will come up either in their texts or in their email, the word Scentsy. You want to also make sure with your website you have everything linked to your website. So with that signature line for your texts or your emails, make sure that it has your web address on it and that they can click on it and directly be taken through to that. With your personal websites, make sure they are personalized with your photo, your story, your favorite fragrances selected. I need to update mine. I had someone call me saying, I want the favorite fragrances that you have, and I'm like, oh no, I know they're discontinued ones, and 2 of the 3 are discontinued, so I had to pick different fragrances for them. So yeah, that wasn't the most ideal situation. So keeping them updated, and also ensuring that you link your websites to your social media. The reason you want to do that is because when people, when you go onto your own website, you can click on any of the products that you love or want to share or do a post about, and you click on the social media icon there for them. So click on the image, then you share it directly to the social media that you want to, and it's going to, when people, when that's shared, it's already a hyperlink directly to that page of your website. So it's brilliant. Link everything to your website. And speaking of linking everything too, make sure that on your Facebook wall that there is something always above the fold, which means when you first open the wall of your website, that there's something there that shows Scentsy, and ideally a link to your website as well. So that's why I encouraged you guys to do an image or your Facebook banner, or your Facebook main image with something to do with Scentsy. You can also add a call to action button. I'm not sure if you can on your personal wall, but you definitely can on your business wall, where you can say visit website or shop now or things like that. So that, again, sorry, itchy nose, and I'm holding something else in my other hand. Again, that they are able to know that you are an active consultant. You never want someone ringing you saying, are you still a Scentsy consultant? They should be able to know pretty much by absolutely everything around you and what they look at, especially social media. And also make sure it's on things like your business cards, or even if you make up your own images for promotions or things like that, put your website on it, everything linked, and anything you can hyperlink, like if you're doing emails, hyperlink every email to your website. The more things that are linked to your website, the more people that click on those links, the higher up your natural Google ranking will be, which means that when people search for things in Scentsy, they're going to find you. You can also, where's my notes? I've already covered that. Oh, you might like to do a monthly draw, and you can put this on your Facebook page. Sorry, it's a personal special, so you got to make sure you follow the rules of that. But if you're careful, you can put the way you word it. You can put things on your Facebook page, but email it out to your customers that you are going to do an online customer of the month appreciation draw, which basically means you're encouraging people to click on the links on your email, and that you are going to video yourself doing a draw. And I like to use old stock when I do draws like this, where you will announce the winner of anyone that's ordered on your website for that month. So obviously you want to be getting some traffic there for that to happen. Otherwise, if there's only one there, then there's not really a draw in it. But you can do things like that to start promoting it, and you might even do it a customer of the catalogue. So it might be every 6 months that you might put in do a draw for them as well. And you can call it a lucky draw. I like the name of the appreciation draw better, and that's what I'm going to adopt there. And if you want, you can do it as a mystery prize, but you can start putting clues on your website just to keep that interest going of what it is, or what the value might be, or something that they cannot get anymore, or things like that. So just to, get people coming back to your Facebook page or things like that, or encouraging them to shop. So that's going to help you get your orders as well. Let me just turn the page to some more notes. Okay, so when it comes to getting parties, a really cool idea that I heard of, which I didn't know you could do, is that you can do a party. If someone says, oh, I don't want to do a party at my home, I'm too hard, too much mess, or I don't have time, you can organise to do a catch-up at a cafe and do it there to save some tables. Or even better, you can go to a McDonald's, which they've got a McCafe there anyway, and as long as the room's not being used for parties, which majority of the time it's not, they will let you use their party room. So you've got your own place to do a setup. Sorry, it just got noisy. There's a video on the bus here. But you've also got, you can use the party room, no charge. People just need to buy from McDonald's, so everyone can just buy what they want, grab a drink, a coffee, something to eat if they want to as well. And you can have a Scentsy party right there in the McDonald's room. It doesn't cost anything, and you don't have to worry about setting up and cleaning up and things like that for a host. So that's a great option to offer your hosts. Oh, that's gotten loud. You can also, to help you with your sales, this is a great idea I heard recently, where a consultant will take her orders from a party and drop them off to their customers at their work. Now, I always do it at home because I thought, I wouldn't want to disturb them at work. But when you take the orders into work, everyone's going to be like, oh, what'd you get? If you know anyone that's got a delivery at work before, you want to know what it is. Oh, show me, what'd you get? And you'll all have a look. Now, this absolutely works, because anytime I've had Scentsy in business places where I have done drop-offs, and I can't believe I didn't think of it myself to keep doing it, but I will be doing it, that everybody starts coming around, and I always get more orders. So dropping off at work is gold. Also, speaking of offices, when you have when you got a new catalogue or anything like that, you want to get a catalogue for all of your favourite customers, those that order well, those that have been your past hosts. If you get together just the newest transition testers. Now, I cannot stress how important it is to have the transition mini testers and have numerous sets of these. If you tell them that you're going to come in, you've got something to drop off that they just have to try, or I'm bringing in all the new fragrances, or you can just surprise them, show up. If you go into work and you give them a catalogue and the new testers, you will probably come away with extra orders as well. Plus, they will really appreciate that. So going into people's workplaces is absolutely gold. And you can also put a post on Facebook and let them know that you have a new catalogue with testers, or who would like to try Scentsy, just like that one we've just done with the sample giveaway. There's lots of different ways you can do that, but that's one, and that works really well. Make sure on your social media that you are thanking often, that you're building real relationships with people, that you make your posts to get sales and parties and recruits, make them genuine and real, where you can have a relationship there where they already know you and like you and trust you. So don't do just the big sales pitch. Do it based on emotions or on connections that you are forming. And don't be stingy with compliments. You want to thank people, and you want to you know, acknowledge things that are happening as well when people are supporting you with your business. Now with recruiting, some quick little tips here. Those recruiting stickers that you can get from the Scentsy Family store that join for $139, put them everywhere. You can put them inside the lid of your Scentsy bars. You can put them on envelopes if you're posting anything. Even the order forms that you're giving back to customers with their orders, pop them on there. Constantly let them think and know that what a cheap investment it is and that they could be a part of this opportunity. You can make up, have a stamp that you can put your stamp everywhere as well. There's a badge you can get from the Scentsy Family store if you're brave enough to pop that on. There was a video of a lady that did wore a badge for like a week, and she documented all of it. She videoed all sorts of things and the encounters and conversations, but it promoted conversations. People were asking her about this badge because it was kind of a random thing to do. So try and think outside of the box there. You can also make like a trifold brochure with to do with joining, where you can put your story. You might put other people's stories that we've shared in here. You can put in there, you know, all sorts of things. Your photo, what your favourite things are there, what Scentsy could offer them and what it's offered you, obviously, and then you can put them together into an opportunity pack where you make it as easy as possible for people to learn about Scentsy and also to join. You know, make sure things we've talked about before, the story, the steps to join, the Scentsy brochure where it's got a compensation plan, all those things, having those prepared are gold. Basically, all these things create those little sparks that you need, and will hopefully get people to, you know, plant seeds, create sparks, all those things that they say, where that you will get more sales, you will get more parties, and obviously then more recruits. Don't overthink it. Don't think you need to know everything. You don't. You just need to have excitement, and you need to have passion when it comes to Scentsy, and then your business is going to do well. You will get more parties, you will get more sales, and you definitely will get more recruits. And when it comes to recruiting, just think about, you know, if you've got a packet of gum and you have a piece, and, you know, for whatever reasons you like it, it tastes good, you're going to have fresh breath, and you might offer it to somebody and they go, oh, thanks, and they'll take it. If you offer them a piece of gum, they say, oh, no, thank you. You don't think about it again, that's fine. And the next time you see them, and if you had gum again, you might just say, oh, would you like a piece of gum? And they might have it that time. It's no big deal for people to say no thank you, that they don't want something at that time. So think of that like asking people to join Scentsy, or to offer them the opportunity, or to see if they would like an opportunity pack. You can ask, and you can ask again, and make sure you use your active prospect list, because you want to keep putting people's names on there. You want to keep moving them to the not yet, but you want to come back to that, especially when specials come along and things like that. So I hope you've got something out of that. Please post your takeaway below here. If you have some out-of-the-box ideas or things that you'd like to share, we would love to hear from them. So please post them below. All right, signing out.